prefer SUI, buy it. If you're worried, don't. Just everybody stop over trading. It is more risky. I'm a more experienced investor. I am overweight it significantly. I do not expect you to be, but I do think it's the best performing major of this thing. It's now in the top 10, 11 tokens. It will end up in the top 5, I think, at the end of this cycle. So feel free to, have a reasonable risk allocation to it. It's going up like a rocket ship over time. Macro summer is where we are in the seasons. Just buy the dip. We are nowhere near the top. You've got nothing to fear except fear itself, or I don't know what you fear. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just normal stuff, right? Market goes up, market goes down. You will get big drawdowns very quickly because the market over time will go up until the business cycle peaks, the liquidity cycle peaks, the financial conditions peak. We're just on the way up. So there's nothing to worry about. Okay. NASDAQ, this recent correction has also meant dips are for buying. So NASDAQ, number of stocks, a percentage of stocks trading above their 50-day moving average collapsed to the buy zone. Incredible. Great opportunity. Buy the NASDAQ. GMI cycle, Bitcoin cycle top finder. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Nowhere near. So just buy dips. Previous cycles, I don't think you probably can see all of these colors. We're the purple one. We think we're following the lighter purple one. And that seems to be playing out pretty well. So all good on that.
Real Vision CEO Paul says Solana rival is about to enter hyperspace after breaking through critical resistance. Paul says Layer 1 blockchain SUI is primed to record huge gains after breaking through its all-time high near the $5 level. SUI is pressing its nose to the ceiling. After that, it should enter hyperspace. As for Solana, the investor says he is also bullish on Solana. He shares a chart suggesting Solana has broken out of a channel, flipped the upper boundary from resistance to support, and is now breaking through psychological resistance at all-time highs. Paul has already called on SUI to act as the chosen one in this market cycle and distance itself from Solana. Paul is confident Solana will do great. He sees only success in this channel and positive vibes. The question is whether the next chosen one outperforms it so significantly that you are forced to take this trade, which is much riskier. So this is not the bet that I would ask people to make on a large scale. For him, it's SUI. And it's not because he's at the foundation, but it's because he could have talked about it forever because he was at the foundation, but he didn't. He waited to see the confirmation price action, which is this general outperformance that started against Solana, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. And then every token started to go up. According to Raoul Pal, you will make a huge ROI if you hold SUI and Solana in 2025. Before we move forward, if you want to stay updated with the latest crypto events and news, you can subscribe to our channel and like this video. Now, let's get back to Raoul Pal's view on Solana and the overall crypto market.
With the current administration, the interest in crypto, the first page of CoinMarketCap, the two cheapest tokens are XRP and Doge. So people just go, well, Bitcoin, $100,000, Ethereum, $3,500. Oh, but I can buy Doge at 37 cents. Of course, it's going to go to $100,000. We've all done that, my friend. We've all done that. Anyway, Doge is going high, and Elon's going to help it. But this is the greatest chart of all time in crypto. The Dogecoin has generally been the best performing cryptocurrency of all time. Since Dogecoin came out, it's outperformed Bitcoin by 500%, 5x. And if this breaks this wedge, then the Doge standard, Michael Saylor's going to be having to switch his Bitcoin holdings into Doge as Doge becomes the hardest currency ever existed. I'm not saying it's the hardest currency and we should all buy it, but I'm telling you, there's something in these chart patterns that is telling us something much, much bigger than we are literally thinking about. It could fail, whatever. Let's just see. I'm just asking you to keep your mind and eyes open because this is something extraordinary. Dogecoin, just staggeringly good chart. It's wedging again. We're going to see explosive price action. And when you look at it, this is just one of the most amazing charts of all time. It is Dogecoin weekly. wedge, explode, wedge, explode, wedge, explode.
Bitcoin's recent price action has raised questions about its future direction, especially after it briefly dipped below $92,500 before recovering above $94,000. Amidst this volatility, Raoul Pal has introduced an intriguing concept called the banana zone, which could signal a transition into the cryptocurrency market and opens the door for an altcoin season. Pal's banana zone refers to a phase of rapid price increases in Bitcoin market trajectory. On a chart, this surge resembles the shape of a banana, which Pal identifies as the initial phase of a broader market cycle. According to Pal, Bitcoin has entered a consolidation phase after what he calls phase 1 of the banana zone, marked by last year's breakout. Pal compares this current stage to the market conditions that took place during the 2016-17 cryptocurrency boom. The banana zone, phase 1, paved the way for substantial market activity, but now Pal anticipates that Bitcoin will soon move into phase 2 of the banana zone, or the banana singularity. This phase should trigger an altcoin season where smaller cryptocurrencies could see rapid price increases. Although altcoin season is still a distant prospect with the current market index at 51, analysts like Pal suggest that the consolidation phase will not last long. Once the market moves into the banana singularity, it will experience an overall surge, which will also benefit altcoins. Pal predicts that after this surge, the market will enter a period of further consolidation before reaching phase 3, where base cryptocurrencies will explode to new all-time highs. The key point here is that altcoins generally follow Bitcoin's momentum. As Bitcoin rallies during this period, smaller coins are likely to see substantial gains, following patterns from previous market cycles. Recent data also highlights Bitcoin's market momentum, as a large proportion of its holders remain in the coin. Pal shares his top cryptocurrency picks for the current bull market, focusing on Dogecoin. Dogecoin tops his list alongside other assets with great potential. Pal's picks reflect his strategy of targeting established and emerging tokens that he believes will perform well in the current market cycle. One of the coins in Pal's portfolio is Dogecoin. Dogecoin has been fairly consistent despite recent ups and downs. Pal has previously mentioned Dogecoin as one of the top assets to focus on in his cryptocurrency portfolio, and his optimism for the token has not wavered. Last November, Pal cited Dogecoin's 550% outperformance over Bitcoin since its inception as evidence that it is sometimes harder money than Bitcoin. This aligns with his bullish stance on Dogecoin, which remains one of his favorite assets from the current bull run. The latest cryptocurrency by market cap, Bitcoin, takes the top spot. Ethereum is also on Pal's list, of course. Pal is particularly bullish on Solana and sees it as a foundational play. The project has seen increasing momentum, which is in line with Pal's long-term outlook. SUI is another asset to keep an eye on. The token has hit new all-time highs, making it one of the best performers on Pal's radar. Aside from Dogecoin, Pal also keeps an eye on meme coins. Meme coins like SCF and Dogecoin can be volatile, but Pal's confidence in them shows that he is looking for opportunities in these high-risk, high-reward tokens.